Guys, Charles Mob again. I just kind of made a video about Nashville, and I was like, you know what? If I'm making a video about Nashville, I probably should make a video about Chicago, or places that I recommend, because it's my city, and it's cool, and who knows it better than me, and everyone else that lives here. Hey. So, if you're staying in downtown Chicago, where should you go? And I get this question a lot, what should we do? And I'm always like, I don't know, let's go to the same places. But if you're staying in downtown Chicago, maybe I'll make videos for other places, but here are the places I would go, at least in downtown Chicago, to check out. Number one, anything by the Bonham Group. They own Disco Celeste, which is in the same building. Let's start there. So you have a place called Celeste, which is a bar and restaurant. And then above that, they have their restaurant. And then above that, they have a place called Disco. Disco is a full-on discotheque. You walk in, it's narrow and it gets pretty packed, but you walk in and it's a full-on light-up disco dance floor, and it's amazing. It's one of the places that I love to take anybody that comes to visit us, because as soon as they walk in, they're like, holy cow, this is amazing. These guys also own a place called Beatnik. Beatnik is, there's one on the river, downtown, or there's one in kind of West Town, I guess is what it's called now. Beatnik by far is one of the coolest places, the one in West Town at least. One on the river's cool too. It kind of ties into Nashville, actually. If you go check it out, you'll know what I'm talking about. But the one in West Town, as you walk in, it's huge, and it is just, it transports you to a whole nother world, and you'll be amazed. Also downtown, we have, of course, and you're probably gonna read about this if you're like, hey, we're going to downtown Chicago, where should we go? London House in Chicago. It's kind of more upscale, I guess is the way you would say it. But they have some of the best views of the river. They're based right on the river, so their views are unmatched by far. They have a great rooftop. You can see all the river, beautiful sunsets, watch the boats. You're going to see a trendy crowd, and I highly recommend it. If you want a different rooftop, a couple blocks away, with not as great views of the river, you can go to Cerise Rooftop on top of the Virgin Hotel. Also, another great rooftop downtown would be CAA's, Chicago Athletic Authority. They have a place called Cindy's. Cindy's has a great rooftop as well, but they face the park, so you get a great view of the park if you're into that kind of thing. Also for rooftops, you have the Wit downtown, which is a kind of a party place, or the Godfrey Hotel, which is also kind of a party place, but their views are not as cool. Also downtown, a fun place to go to. If you're just looking for a place to kind of chill, watch a game, maybe throw some darts, Point and Feather on Hubbard Street. It's a dart bar, which means basically that the walls are lined with dartboards. It's free to play darts. You just gotta line up, and maybe sometimes there's a table there, and sometimes people are already playing. You gotta wait sometimes, but it's free to play darts. They have 3 bars in there. Great food, good cocktails. It's chill. Play some games. Can't really beat that. Also for games, you have the Moxie Hotel downtown, which has some games. They're more board games though, not like darts and stuff like that, pool, anything like that. It's just board games. Dive bars. Oh, let's talk about the places that I like to go to. Dive bars. So, for dive bars, I recommend Rossi's. Rossi's is right downtown. Rossi's is a complete dive bar, a cash-only dive bar. You might end up sitting on an old beer keg, because it's that kind of dive bar. But you might also end up running into some lawyers or writers or journalists and having a great conversation, because it's a dive bar and that's who you get there. Not far from that, you have Snickers. Snickers is okay, it's also a dive bar, but it's not quite as cool as Rossi's. It doesn't have the feel of Rossi's. It's just like a bar. It's a bar. Now we're going a little bit further west. We're going to hit up, what's it called? Oh, there's a place called Emmett's. It's an Irish bar. Right next to that, though, is, I can't think of the name now. Oh my god. Richard's. There it is. Richard's Bar. Richard's Bar is a total dive bar. It's the one place in Chicago where you'll find people still smoking inside. Smoking in Illinois is illegal. Smoking inside in Illinois is illegal. But Richard's Bar, everyone smokes inside. Like, it's kind of a known thing. You go there, if you like to smoke cigarettes or vape, whatever, go there. You're gonna come out smelling like an ashtray, but it's cool. The prices haven't changed much over the years. They still have pickled eggs on the bar, kind of thing. It's like being transported back into time, quite honestly, and I love it. And then my favorite and final dive bar where you're probably gonna find me, Loop Tavern. Loop Tavern on Chicago and Ashland. Loop Tavern is a dive bar, but it's also known as a slashy. Slashy, for those of you in Chicago, you know what it is, but if those of you outside of Chicago are not familiar with what a slashy is, it's a liquor store slash bar. So you walk in the front, it's a liquor store, and in the back, it's a bar. Now this is the kind of place, it's a neighborhood, it's changing every day and getting better, but it's still kind of up and coming, we'll say. So you go into Loop Tavern, and you're more than likely going to find a lot of alcoholics and homeless people. They have a $2 shot of the day special. You never know what it's going to be. It could be anything, really. And they also have a $2 draft special every day. The $2 shot special sometimes could be something, you know, that's like $13, $14, $20 a shot, but they got a free promotional bottle, so they charge $2. Those usually go pretty quickly, but sometimes they don't, and I'll sit there and just drink them all night. I love Loop Tavern. It's my wife, not a big fan. A lot of my guy friends enjoy it. A lot of my girlfriends do not enjoy it. It's seedy. It's seedy. But where else you can find a shot for $2? A shot of Crown Royal, which is like their well, is $3.50. I mean, I love it. I always take it when I go in there. I take over the jukebox because they have a touch tune, so you can control it from your phone. So it's, I don't know. That's Loop Tavern. I love you. Never change. Never change. This is a quick little rundown of some cool places I recommend in Chicago. If you have any questions about that, or maybe I'll make some more videos, because I'm sure I have more places that I'm not thinking of right now because I'm focusing on my dreadlocks. But if you have questions or comments about any of those places or about Chicago, ask me. I lived here for 20 years, so I know pretty much every cool spot to go to within the downtown, outside, West Loop, West Town, Fulton Market, which I didn't even cover, which is so close to downtown. I can go into Fulton Market next time. Maybe I'll do a tour of Fulton Market, do a video tour. There's so many places. Fulton Market is basically, though, I'll jump into it real quick, I guess. Give you a quick rundown. It's just the old meatpacking area of Chicago. So there's still some meatpacking plants down there, but mostly now it's kind of like New York, where they've gutted all the places out, raised the rent a million times, and have all these cool little spots that people are just finding out about, or tourists are now tracking to and going to and flocking to because it's kind of that kind of place. A place called Bandit, which plays decent music. It's small. Prices are kind of high. That's the thing about Fulton Market, though. Prices are kind of high wherever you go. You're going to be paying for the environment that you're in and not necessarily the cocktail that you're drinking. But Bandit's fun. I've had many nights there where I've had a good time. It's just small and it gets a little crowded. And then Acme Hotel's rooftop over there, also a lot of fun. Here's the thing about Fulton Market. You're not going to hear a lot about it right now because a lot of people are still finding out about it. But give it a year or two when all the hotels start building like crazy over there, then you're going to hear about it all the time. It's going to be one of the hottest areas, in my opinion. It's coming. One of the hottest areas in Chicago for tourism. Especially as takeoff, that's my guess. But yeah, those are just a few little suggestions. If you have more places you want to know more, maybe I'll make some more videos. We'll talk more about Fulton Market, which I kind of skipped over because it's kind of, it's alright still. It's up and coming. That's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, you can subscribe below, and I'm going to keep finishing my dreads here. Alright, bye guys.